schedule. Anyway, hope to hear you guys on there if you can make it, and I'll give it back to you, Phil. Again, thanks for doing the Barometer Net, and we appreciate you. K5 CFY.
K5 CFY. Well, we appreciate you too, and hopefully Josh will be in here and let us know if he's running it, because if he's on, that means we'll be on, which is an outstanding thing. I do enjoy that on the weekends. Can't always make it, but with the weather the way it is, I'm sure you'll get a lot of Ohio guys if we're linked up. All right, we'll be clear with Ray. Let's head on over to Tom, WA8GXX. Haven't talked to you in a while there. How you doing there, Tom? And what do you got for the net this morning? This is K8PMI.
Did you call me, Phil? WA8GXX.
You know what, Tom? I think I got so excited I didn't give your call sign, so I apologize. WA8GXX, this is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning?
Good morning, Phil. Yeah, cold outside. At least we didn't get the snow. You might have got a little bit. But, yeah. Get through the next cold days, and Monday start getting out of this. Tuesday we got low 40s. Look out. It'll feel great. Have a good one. And thanks for being there. KPMI, WA8GXX.
All right, we'll be clear with WA8GXX. Remember the call sign this time. And you have a great day, Tom, and hopefully catch you on the radio Monday morning. And, yeah, I got about an inch of ice on my drive, so that'll be nice to get it warmed up and get that melted off. All right, let's head on out to Columbia Station, see what Cliff has going on. NAVFK, this is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning there, Cliff?
K8PMI in the net, N8VFK. Good morning, Phil, and all the listeners out there. Well, in Columbia Station, I've got 8 degrees. I got 0 degree on the dew point, 69% humidity. Barometer is 30.22, slightly rising. I probably only got maybe a quarter of an inch of snow through all of yesterday and last night. And it didn't snow at all last night, but yet I heard the truck go by scraping the road, and I was like, what's he scraping? There's nothing there. Oh, let's see. I've kind of just been waiting around, unfortunately, for a phone call from my brother, whose wife was admitted to hospice inpatient, and kind of waiting for a phone call saying it's all over. She had a heart attack, and she recovered from it. However, the damage was so bad, they put her right into hospice inpatient. So, having gone through that myself, it's a hard thing. And, you know, when I hear Rod down near JX's, that he does volunteer work for hospice, God bless you, my friend. I could not do that from my experience. I just could not do that. Too many memories. And one other thing, Phil, is Jim didn't mention one other person. It's been kind of MIA. He wasn't on the net yesterday either, or even on Jim's show, is Southern Mark, FSS. So hopefully he's okay and just sleeping in or whatever. With that, Phil, I'll let you get on down the line, get some more check-ins, get the day going, and everybody have a great day. K8PMI, this is N8VFK, 73s, everyone.
All right, Cliff, thanks for that information, and yeah, I'll send Southern Mark a text, see if we get any anything from him. I didn't know he was MIA as well. So, and we'll be thinking of you and your family in our prayers as your brother goes through that situation. So we'll be clear with N8YMY, and I'm going to put the dog pound together here a little bit later on, see if we can get SFS. And I forgot an Outlander, JJ. Hopefully he's still there. N9TN, this is K8PMI. You still out there, JJ? You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Well, good morning. Yeah, I am still out here, and I don't usually expect a call back, but here I am, and you're doing fine. You're doing fine, and I appreciate the call back. Anywho, hope all is well with everybody. And man, that's a turnaround. California, and then coming back to call Annette the next morning. Oh man, I would have to sleep for about 3 days before I could get unwound, I guess. Anywho, man, it is so good to hear everybody, and I really enjoy talking to Jim in the mornings. If it wasn't for Jim, and I'm gonna tell on Jim, I had I don't know. Here's a tidbit of information people may not know about me. I am an author. I write historical fiction, and anyway, here's what I wanted to say. Let me let it drop so I don't time out. Anyway, I had a writer friend come up here in my office, and my office is I call it my shack, my office, my radio room / everything, and ever since COVID, it's become my wife's office too. So anyway, Jim made a stick for me a couple years ago. Oh, it's probably been 5 or 6. It's probably been since COVID, and it has my call sign on it, and it says JJ, aka the pilot, and then it has my wife's call, KK4GOC, Becky, aka the co-pilot, and it's shaped in the state of Tennessee. And it's a beautiful stick. It's got a clear coat on it, and it looks like it's well done. I'm not a woodworker, so I don't. But anyway, this writer gentleman friend of mine, he really enjoyed looking at that stick, and he says, "Man, you got some awesome friends that'll make you a nice little trinket like that." And I said, I've known Jim over the air for at least 10 years, and he's been nothing but a good guy to me. And I know that I've been here at least 10 years on the Barometer Net via Allstar. Never met any of you in person, and it's amazing how you could be friends with somebody over the air and not know them face to face. And I don't think I've ever even seen a picture of Jim either, so I don't even know what he looks like. Anyway, back to you. N9TN.
N9TN, that's a great story, and thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, Jim is an awesome individual and a great member of the club, and we appreciate him just as you do, and we appreciate you, JJ. All right, well, thanks a lot, and we'll be clear with N9TN. Nick said he was going back to bed, but he's always lurking around there, so let's give him a shot. KD8SLG, This is K8PMI. You still in the back behind the screen there listening to us? All right, I guess he wasn't lying this time and went back to bed. All right, let's head on out to Akron. KD8ZSH. Randy, what do you got going on? You staying warm over there with all the pups on your lap? This is K8PI.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Phil. Morning, everybody. Yep, staying warm. I've got, I did have 3. One just jumped down. But they're holding me down and keep me warm, so we're doing okay. It's my understanding it's going to get real cold here for this weekend, but next week, a little bit of relief in sight. It gets above freezing, so I'm all for that. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Hope you're staying safe and staying warm. This is KD8ZSH Clear, and back to net. 73s, everybody.
All right, Randy, take care, and you stay warm, and we'll be clear with KD8ZSH. Let's get to the dog pound now, and we'll start off with the first one I heard. We're going to start up north. KC8FQV, this is K8PMI, Northern Mark, and my neighbor 2 cities over. How you doing there, and what do you got for the net this morning? This is K8PMI.
Not a whole lot. Yeah, I just looked out. There was some snow this morning, a little bit floating around, but then I think they all did. I think it was just some stuff flew around maybe or something. The guy looked at the car a little bit there, but yeah, last night was something else going on. But no, nothing else here happening really. We'll just stay in today. You know, so other than that, not much else are happening. You know, yeah, we got all the machines. I know Wooster's up, and I think Wooster and O'Leary's up. And I don't know, Newberry's came up yet. But, yeah, we have good coverage in the area. So I'll just send it back your way. Well, I guess you were on business this past week then, Phil. Yeah, you have to love this weather for the elevators, especially the ones that are out in the garages. Yeah. Yeah, I went over to Twinsburg, and I came out of that lab, and the ground was starting to get a little slippery. So, but we'll send it back to net. So, and see what else is doing. In case, yeah, the mouth is real dry. I go get liquid, but it's there. So I'm gonna, as soon as I get done sending my call back, I'll go drink some of that liquid called H2O. So KC8FQV, back it comes, Phil.
All right, we'll be clear with KC8FQV. You have a great day, Mark, and you stay warm. Let's head on over to Middle Mark, around all the antennas. K4OG, this is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning?
K8PMI, K4OG. Good morning, Phil and everyone. Well, I'm so glad you asked, Phil. Since we got WATD sleeping in, I'm going to do one of his bits. We got the Shulman auction. It cranked up again, and I put some bids in the other day. They got a lot of old Collins radios and amplifiers and all sorts of old Keers, and they got power supplies and just an assortment of stuff. But the things that caught my eye was for fox hunting, lot 85 and 86. They got some variable attenuators, 85, they got the rotary one where you can dial it down, and the 86 has got the switches where you add in 1 dB, 2 dB to attenuate your signal for fox hunting. I'll tell you, my highest bid is $50.05 for either lot. There's the variable attenuators are 4, and in lot 86 you got 5 of them. I was going to try to win them and give them away to some people that wanted them, I heard, for fox hunting. But if you want to go ahead and outbid me, you can, because that's my highest bid is $50.05. I just got outbid by a 35 watt Astron power supply, but there's a 51. They say it's the only bad thing is the current meter. Everything else works. But there you go. Oh, and to LJ out there down in Tennessee, if you want to know what Jim looks like, or anybody else, here's the spoiler. Photos.w8wky.org. K4OG, back to net.
K4OG, thank you very much for that report. You know what? I'll be your partner for the next fox hunt. Why don't you go up to $60 on that, and I'll cover that. And if we get it, maybe that'll help us win. Last time you and I teamed up, we came in second place. But that's all right. It's all fun, and you got to have the tools to make it easier for you. Hi. All right, we'll be clear with K4OG, and let's see if I heard Southern Mark has been MIA here for a couple times. Let's give him a call, see if he's out there. KE8SFS, this is K8MI. You out there, Mark? All right, nothing heard. So I'll give him a text, see what's going on with him. Let's see. Let's take care of our weather. We'll do space weather first. N8WS, this is K. Ready for the space weather report for the net? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all in net. Thanks for picking me up on the blue screen. Let's see, my travel this morning's at 0. Air quality index 36, that's in the range. I got 5 degrees this morning. 72%. Wind northwest to 12 miles an hour. Barometer 3015. 2.2, minus 2 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. It is very clear here this morning. I don't see many clouds in the sky either. Prediction for today is mostly sunny with a high near 14. Wind chill values as low as minus 11. Northwest wind 10 to 13 miles an hour and gusts as high as 28 miles an hour. And I'm like Cliff. I got maybe a quarter inch of snow overnight and this morning. Hardly anything at all. That was quite a surprise. I was expecting a whole lot more. My sunrise at 7:30, my sunset at 5:51. Length of day 10 hours, 21 minutes, getting longer every day. Solar flux indices at 164, sunspot number 128. A is 16, K is 3. No, I didn't check the HF band yet. Geomagnetic field is unsettled and no E-skip predicted. Okay, spaceweather.com is left over from yesterday. Waiting for the next X-flare and bright comet alert. 2 good articles if you got time to take a look at them. Currently there's 8 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay warm. Be careful if you're out there driving in this mess. K8PMI in the group, 7-3 everyone, N8WS.
All right, we'll be clear with N8WS. Thank you very much for that report there, Bill, and we always appreciate that. Thank you. Now let's get to our in-depth weather report from WB6BJN. This is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning there, Mark? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI. Phil, good morning, sir. WB6BJN, thank you for being there. You're doing a great job. And Bill, you do a great job with space weather. We sure appreciate that. There's been some interesting stuff going on in the sun this last week. Let's go ahead and take a look at some Earth weather, and there's been some interesting stuff going on with that too. And I have good news though for next week, so hang on, all you warmer weather lovers, because I think you're going to like this. Currently, 30.2, 6.7 on the barometer, and rising. Yesterday morning, that pressure was a lot lower at 29.81. So Arctic high pressure currently coming through, the last of the polar air coming through much of the Midwest and east this morning, and even mid-south. So there you go. 30.9 degrees, and it feels like 28. Humidity, 90%. 2.2 gusting to 4. 2.2 gusting to 4 miles an hour from the northeast. No rain yesterday, no rain today, or snow today. It was a dry Arctic cold front that came through, and 28.4 on the dew point. So here's the deal. It's still cold, and it's going to be cold today and tomorrow for much of the Midwest. There could be some light snow that could come through late tonight and tomorrow for parts of Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, and then and even into Illinois, Wisconsin. Lots of the Midwest, Michigan could get a little light snow, but nothing big as far as snow. The air mass is dry, and the system that's coming through the Clipper is fairly weak. But the cold Arctic air is pretty impressive, and it's gonna bring some cold weather advisories. Let me take a break. To bring some cold weather advisories to the middle part of the nation and the far south part of the nation around the Carolinas. Could be some snow in the Carolina, in the upper elevations of the Carolinas. Some of that area could actually be colder, or as cold as parts of the Midwest. Now, places like Florida are going to be warmer, and that's going to continue to warm up. Parts of Texas are going to start warming up. Kansas is going to start warming up, could be in the 60s, and they were up in the 60s yesterday. And that's all because of that high pressure that sits over the western United States and has brought dry weather. It's actually moving toward the middle part of the nation, and it's going to replace the low pressure that's been in the east. So this pattern is starting to flip, and low pressure coming out of the mid and northern Pacific is going to move into the western United States. So colder and wetter weather for the west, drier and warmer weather for the east, Midwest, and south. In fact, a lot of you guys that have been seeing very cold temperatures during the day, let me take a break, could get this into the 40s and 50s next week. Now, at some point, that a little bit of high pressure is going to flatten out just a little bit, and there could be a system come through, could bring some rain, could bring some mixed snow and rain to the far north, because temperatures in some of the areas to the north is still cold enough for frozen precip, as that is their normal situation. But temperatures in a lot of areas are going to be at or above normal, and we down here in Tennessee could get up into the 60s next week. 50s, 60s, and maybe make a run at 70 in some areas. And it's going to be a lot nicer, at least through the middle. And there's no major cold snaps after what goes through this weekend. No major cold snaps for the mid and eastern part of the United States. So it looks pretty good for everybody starting next week. Phil, that's it for me. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Be safe, be warm this weekend, and enjoy the warmer weather next weekend. Next week. WB6BJ.
WB6BJN, thank you very much for that weather report, and we do look forward to the warming temperatures. All right, let's jump up to Elyria, see if John is still there. Sometimes I think he breaks for breakfast and never wants to talk to me, but that's okay. Let's see if he's out there. AC8AT, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, John must have stepped away for some breakfast. We'll stay up with our Norris group up there and head out to Chris. K8MMY, this is K8PMI. What are you doing out there, Chris?
K8PMI. Good morning, Phil. Good to hear from you. I'm having a nice, relaxing morning, which is not always the case even on weekends, but watching the sun come up and listening to everybody on the net, and that's making it a pretty good day. So it's warming the heart and hearth of the K8MMY homestead here. Today's National Day calendar has Fettuccine Alfredo Day, Send a Card to a Friend Day, and Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So that's what's going on here, and we're looking forward to all the snacks and goodies that go along with the Super Bowl this weekend. K8MMY, back to net.
All right, we'll be clear with KE8MMY. Yes, I am looking forward to the Super Bowl and having all the yummies and that stuff, but I like that ice cream for breakfast day. That sounds pretty good to me. We'll be clear with Chris, and let's stay up with the Norris group, and we'll grab Scott. We'll get our Lake Erie report. KE8VOX, this is K8BMI. What do you got for the net this morning, Scott?
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX. Scott up here on the windy shores of Lake Erie this morning. It was starting out at 11.8. Barometers on the rise at 30.03. Lake temperatures holding steady at 33.4 right now, but we got winds from the northwest between 26 miles an hour and 14 miles an hour. And with that north wind, it pushed that ice back from Canada over. So we got a new ice ridge out about 2 miles out, and then I think beyond that, it looks like we got open water yet, and it looks like it's a little rough out there. So it's cold and windy, Phil. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in, and have a great day. The KE8VOX sending it back to net control. 73, everyone.
All right, Scott, you stay warm over there. One disadvantage of living on the lake, as soon as we warm up and we'll hit that 70-degree mark, you'll get that wind off that lake with that ice, and you'll stay in the 50s. That is the disadvantage of being on the lake, but there's advantages and disadvantages. So you enjoy, Scott. We'll be clear with KE8VOX. Let's grab some Sarah members here, and let's try to see if Elmer's there. KE8HNK, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, Elmer is chickens. So let's head on down to Shreve. AA8CT, this is K8PMI. What's going on down in Amish country there, Craig?
K8TMI, good morning, Phil. Welcome back to the Icebox. This is AAHCT, and yeah, it was 7 degrees, about 5:45 when I had the dogs out, and there was a wind blowing, and sun's up, it's beautiful, but the temperature's still down, so probably going to maybe do more on the warm side of the door today. With that, all of the Barometer Netters, have a safe day, stay warm, and enjoy, because, you know, in another few weeks, it's going to actually maybe start to get warm for real. With that, take care, Phil. Thank you for doing the net this morning, and this is AAHCT turning it back to K8TMI. Take care, my friend, and we will see you down the log for sure.
All right, Craig, appreciate it, and we'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with AAHCT, and let's head on down to C-Bus and see what's going on down in Columbus. K8CWS, Corbin, what do you got for the net this morning? You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and the rest of the Barometer Net. It's a cold one out there. Let's see here. We got, last I looked, it was 11 and, 8. Okay, 8 degrees. Calm winds out of the northwest. 72% humidity, 30.28 on the barometer. Yeah, it's a chilly one. Let's see, we're probably going to stay on the warm side of the door here as well. Very excited to watch all the Olympic content that already is being offered up. That's exciting. We watched the opening ceremony last night, so that was fun. The only thing that might take me outside is here in about an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, there's going to be a perfect overhead pass of the ISS. I might have to go out there and try to call on that. So other than that, yeah, we're just going to be trying to mostly stay warm today. But appreciate you calling on me. Sorry I got a frog in my throat here. And not always the way. But with that, yeah, I'll send it back to you, Phil, and back to Net Control. And everybody have a wonderful weekend. Saying 73s, this is K8CWS.
All right, Corbin, thanks a lot, and we'll be clear with K8CWS. Now we're going to go get the dynamic duo, KE8UIB. John, you must be at home because you're on the blue screen, and your counterpart is there as well, and we will call on her next, KF8DTP. But for right now, it's your show, John. KE8UIB, what do you got for the net this morning? K8PMI.
K8PMI from KAUIB. Good morning, Phil. Everybody out there on the net on this super Saturday morning, and I'm on the super warm side of the door, so hey, that is a great thing. And yeah, I definitely love my weekends off, that's for sure. And you know, I don't mind being mobile through the week, but it is nice to be at home, to play radio, and be able to do it from the blue screen, too. That just makes it fun, that's for sure. But it is Saturday, and we are here, guys, so, hey, that is a good thing. That is honestly a great thing. And let me see, Lori and I don't think we have much on our agenda this weekend, a couple small errands, and I think that's pretty much it, other than trying to stay warm. So with that, you guys, this is K8UIB, living that $5 dream, a nickel at a time. I will hand this back over to Net Control 73s, y'all. Thanks for getting me in, Phil.
All right, John, we'll be clear with KE8UIB, and make sure you share those nickels with Lori. That's important because she's riding with you, earning those nickels too. And speaking of Lori, let's head on over and talk to her. KF8DT. K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning?
K8PMI from KF8DTP. I don't really have much other than I'm going to be watching my dog all weekend. John let him out this morning, and as he was coming back on our deck, he slipped and fell, and he hit pretty hard. So we started with some aches and pains medicine this morning. So we're just kind of going to sit and chill and hang with our dog for the weekend, and that's okay. He doesn't usually see us but in the evenings through the week. So for him to get that extra love and attention, he'll take it. Trust and believe. Hi. But with that, we're just going to sit and chill. So hope everybody has a great weekend. This is KF8DTP, and I'll be clear.
All right, we'll be clear with KF8DTP. You are our tail gunner for the early morning crew. We wrapped through all of those, and that was the last on the list. So now everybody should be getting up and joining on and have their coffee ready to check in. So this is the WAWKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition, and we are looking for check-ins. Call now, please. This is K8PMI.
Echo Golf Hotel, Kevin from Hiram in North Carolina, KE80GH.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby via EchoLink.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Victor, KC8 NOV Marty, Peterborough.
Kia FA, Sheriff October, Martin Longford, Ohio.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I got KE8EGH, N8JKO, KC8NOV, and I got KE8SFS. Good to hear you out there, Mark. All right, let's start off at the top of the list. KE8EGH. This is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning?
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we had it down North Carolina yesterday. Tell you what, since we left Ohio and West Virginia, and part of North Carolina, looked like we never left Ohio. There was so much snow coming down. But made it down here safely to see our daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter. And yeah, just for the long weekend. We'll be back Monday. So that's about it. Everybody have a good day. KE80GH.
All right, Kevin, you enjoy that time with the grandchildren. That is the best time. I look forward to it every time. So we'll be clear with KE8EGH. And now let's grab Joe, N8JKO. This is K8PMI.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. Well, we've got 8 degrees and 59% humidity up here along the beautiful North Coast in Willoughby, Ohio. As for the day today, just going to take care of some business, get my camera gear ready, because tomorrow is the last wrestling matches for my grandson, who is in middle school, and he does a fabulous job, and of course, Grandpa's always there with the camera, which is going to be a great distraction as well, because the closer we get to Hamcation, the more nervous I seem to be getting. I'm presenting on that Saturday, first time down there doing so, just kind of, I guess, presenter nerves, so to speak. So I'm going to be continuing to work on my presentation. That'll calm me down. Anyway, I'm going to send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless, and 7-3. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
N8JKO, we'll be clear with you, and enjoy that time. I know I wrestled, and so did my son, and it's a great sport, builds a lot of character. So you keep urging him on, and he'll learn more from that than pretty much. So sounds good, Joe. And we'll catch you on down the log. Let's head on out to Marty. Usually your mobile, I figured it's too cold to be out there on that bike. KC8NOV, this is K8PMI. What do you got for the net this morning?
KC8NOV, everyone on the net, good morning, and hope everyone is trying to stay warm today. Just going to make a couple announcements here for the Summit County Skywarn team. The Severe Weather Awareness Week this year is March 20th to the 26th, with the statewide tornado drill is scheduled on Wednesday, March 23rd at 9:50 a.m. with the weather radios and the sirens out in the public. So that'll be, this year is March 20th to the 26th is the Severe Weather Awareness Week, with the tornado drill being on March 23rd at 9:50. Break. Also like to throw in there, the NWS is back to in-person Skywarn training sessions, which have already started for some of the counties this year. The one for Summit County is going to be April 6th, and it'll be held at the 1867 West Market Street at the Summit County Health Department. It'll start sharply at 6 p.m. There is registration required at the NWS/Skywarn/Cleveland, and you can pre-register there on their website to attend the class. There are other counties that are available. If you can't make the Summit County one, you'll just have to look on the schedule to look for the county that you want to attend. Thanks. This is KC8NOV.
All right, Marty, thank you very much for that information, and we'll be clear with KC8NOV. Now let's get down to the missing dog pound member, KE8SFF. This is K8PMI. We heard you we didn't hear you on the radio here for a bit, and we were getting concerned. I just sent you a text to make sure you're doing okay. What do you got for the net this morning, Mark? This is K8PMI.
That's because I was sick of a dog. And, oh, shoot. They're going through my whole village. Everybody's getting sick in this village where I live. And I got it the last three days or so. And I got a little nip still today. And I'm doing okay. I'm taking some cough medicine and some cold medicine and drinking some orange juice and that, doing okay. But yeah, I'm the missing dog. You know, but I couldn't help it. You know, if you're not feeling too good to get on the air, that's pretty bad. You know, and how I was that morning. I'm doing okay there, really. I'm not even watching TV. I'm not watching the Olympic Games. I don't even know what's going on the Olympic Games or what. But, you know, I usually like watching the Winter Games. But right now, the way I feel, you know, I might watch a little bit today, depending on how I feel. But, I'll see you guys, you know, and, I think I'll be well by Monday, and be right back on the road. So, you guys doing okay and everything, and have a good day. Q8 sir.
All right, we'll be clear with KE8SFS. You get better, Mark. Glad you're on the mend, and understandable. Yeah, when you're sick, and you got to do what you got to do to get better. So take care, and we'll catch you on down the log. All right, that brings me to the bottom of the list. This is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition, and I'm looking for check-ins. Your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening.
Kilo Charlie 8 Sierra Bravo Zulu Kristen Ravenna in and out.
Foxtrot India Whiskey KF8 IW Jim and Avon.
November 8, Mike Whiskey Yankee Don in Minerva, Stark County on 147.39.
Kilo Delta 8, Uniform X-Ray Kilo, Tony and Canton, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I had Chris that was in and out, KC8 SBZ. The next call, I think it was KE8FIW. Can you please correct that? And you're up next on Barometer Net.
India Whiskey KW Jim and Avon. As cold as everybody is. For the Outlander, congratulations to them. And just waiting for two. And if I put the top beach party, hope everybody's staying warm and.
All right, Jim, that was a real rough copy. I'm going to circle back to you in a minute, see if you get in a better position. Let's head on over to Don, N8MWY. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, everyone on the net, N8MWY. Not much to report over here. I see the crazy weather's back. Sitting at about 7 degrees above right now, and nice and windy out there. And unfortunately, I have to go out in it. So hopefully, most of you don't have to, and you can stay in where it's warm. Won't be watching the Super Bowl this weekend. No interest in it unless the Browns are in it. And yeah, I know I have a long wait ahead of me. So looking forward to the Winter Olympics, though. Got to see some skating last night, so we'll definitely be glued to NBC this week and next week watching those Olympics. So 7-3 everyone, have a good weekend, and back to net control. November 8, Mike Whiskey Yankee.
All right, we'll be clear with N8MWY. Thank you very much. Let's head on back to Jim. Still having trouble getting that call sign. Back, was it KD8FIW?
That is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot India Whiskey KF8 FIW Jim and Avon.
Still clear now there, Jim. Sounds good. I apologize for that, but we're having a little bit of trouble there. You want to go ahead and restate what you said earlier? This is K8PMI.
No apology necessary, Phil. That was on me. I was trying an alternate repeater. So I know not to do that again. Good morning to everybody on the net, and thank you for doing the net. A pleasure. Jim in Avon here, where it's cold, like almost everybody else in earshot, except for the Outlanders. And congratulations to them, by the way. and just waiting for 40 degrees on Tuesday. And if I had a convertible, I could put the top down, but I don't. But maybe I'll get some sunbathing in. Regardless, I hope everybody stays safe and warm, that the pipes don't freeze, and everybody's doing well at the end of all of this. And spring is coming. 73s, everybody. KF8 FIW.
KF8 FIW, thank you very much, and you have a great day. That brings us to the bottom of the list. We got 31 check-ins, so hopefully more people started waking up and getting out of the rack there, and I'll do another round of check-ins. This is the W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday morning edition. Net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening for some more check-ins. All right, nothing heard. Let's see if Carrie is out there. WA8. Oh, geez, now I forgot your call sign. W8C. Carrie, I forgot your call sign. I don't know how I did it, but go ahead and you can give it to me again, and that'll refresh my memory. You're number 32. This is K8PMI.
Good morning, Phil. This is Kerry, W8CTM, here at Portage Lakes, where it's cold and windy. Boy, it was a windy night. That wind was just howling all night long. I just don't like windy weather around. I got so many trees around me, and boy, you just never know when a limb is going to come off, or who knows what in this kind of weather. But everything went well. The furnace is running more than it's off, that's for sure. It's a cold day today. I hope everybody has a super Saturday out there. And just stay warm, stay on the warm side of the door if you can today, because it's cold, and that wind is just making it horrible out there. I know my furnace is running a lot more than it normally does because of I think the wind just sucks the heat out of the house. That's just, at least this old house it does. I can feel it indoors when it's windy like it was last night there, but hopefully gets out of here and things will start warming up. It's supposed to be pretty nice this next week. At least we'll be in the 30s. We haven't seen that in a while, and I think there's a couple of days there we might even get in the 40s, or around 40. I can't say in the 40s, but it'll be what it'll be. It's winter, and it's like one of those winters we grew up with many, many years ago. We've had some pretty mild ones in the last few years, but Mother Nature's letting us know that it's just the way it is. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a super Saturday out there, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day. So that's about all I have this morning, Phil. Hope everybody, how's your new house coming there, Phil? You about ready to move in yet? I know they was working on it, and you got the gas hooked up a while back, and hopefully it's about ready to move in. Anyway, that's all I have. I'll say 73. This is W8CTM. And we'll turn it back to K8PMI. And Phil, you can do what you got to do there. 32 check-ins, that's not too bad on a Saturday. We've had more, but I think everybody's staying under the covers today. So with that, 73, and back to you there, Phil, to wrap it up.
W8CTM. I apologize for screwing up your call. I just had everything all mixed up in my brain, and as soon as I sent it over to you, I typed it in the right way. So, very good. And yeah, I'm not moving. You must have got me mixed up with someone else, but that's okay. No big deal. Somebody's out there. Sounds like they're building a new house, so that's awesome. All right, we'll be clear with W8CTM, and let me close this thing down. Break. Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. We are grateful to all those who have come before us, Garlock K8BYR, Dorothy WBHATW, Tom K8DSD, and our Net Control Emeritus Ron KD8CVS. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown to be a more staple for local hams to stay in contact, share real-time traffic, gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Successful nets rely on your participation, so please be a regular check-in. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown, we now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody. This is K8PMI.
It's a KSFQ. Kerry was, I think it's VOX. One of the guys over on the west side, out in Lorain County, building it. It might be VOX, I thought, possibly. Building the house. KSFQV. That might be who Kerry's thinking about.
KC8FQV. Yeah, it could be. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely not me. I've gone through that too many times. I'm staying where I'm put and not moving again. This is K8PMI.
Yeah, you must be right at the edge of the 39 then, that you can't hit it. I know when I go across the 82 bridge, I can hit it, and that. Or if I'm on 82, I think I can hit it when you go past a couple of them guardrails that go into the valley there in Brecksville. I wonder if they got that bridge done yet. KSFQV.
W8WKY.
W8WKY.
BV5DJ, WB8OVQ.
Oh, hey there. Good morning.
And good evening to you. Hopefully you had a good day.
Well, not too bad. We are getting temperatures going down, and this is it says this is the coldest day of this winter.
Oh, really? How cold is it?
Yeah, I feel cold. I don't know, maybe 15, 17.
That would be a heat wave here. Yeah, we're at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is centigrade. Definitely below zero.
Okay. Well, here is, if it goes down to the single digits, it's really cold.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I'll tell you, last night we had a storm come in. You know, it was snowing, and the wind was blowing the wind was really blowing. And I don't know if my driveway is blown shut or not. I haven't looked out there yet.
I heard that your mailbox is off the post again.
Oh, yeah. It's laying in the yard again.
So you're going to call them again?
Oh, we called them yesterday, within a couple hours when it happened. Karen come home about 2 o'clock and it was up. I looked out about 4:30 and it was down, so called them. I don't know if they're going to fix it again for us. Hopefully they will.
At the weather like this?
Well, last time they fixed it, it was cold and snowy. If not, I'll have to make arrangements with the post office to pick up the mail there, which will be a real pain.
How long is it gonna stay cold?
Way it's going, maybe March.
Okay. Well. Oh. Geez. Yeah, that's most of the time that the weather close to lunar new year is the coldest of the year, coldest day of the year, and we are not there yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say here February is usually our coldest month, so we're getting into it.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that at this season we have lots of veggies available. So yeah, it's not like the coldest place is lack of vegetable, but at this time that we have the richest supplies of vegetables, and it's way better than summertime.
Well, that's okay. I find that strange because, well, here, of course, our best time is like August. You know, the end of our growing season is when all the veggies are around.
Oh, yeah. Here in the summer, the print doesn't blow very well because the weather is way too hot and too much water.
Well, there's no doubt we definitely have different environment here than there. I don't know, in the wintertime, I think yours is better. You don't have all that cold.
Yeah, we don't have snow here, and the temperature is just good for vegetable to grow, for plant to grow.
Yeah, I was going to say our plants would grow real good in your weather at this time of year.
Yeah, since our agriculture don't rely on the rain to irrigate it, so yeah, the temperature is good and the sun is warm, so this is the right season. I liked it, and I went down to the constructing site, and then, well, they still waiting. Yeah, they have the steel bars of the floors ready, and the molding. But well, wait until Wednesday to be pouring concrete.
Oh, okay. How thick of concrete are they pouring?
Probably 15 to 30 centimeters.
Okay. I'm trying to convert that to inches.
Yeah, that's about 6-inch to maybe 6-inch to 10-inch.
Okay, that's pretty thick. Okay. Yeah, that's I think pretty much standard everywhere.
Yeah, the floor on the ground usually has the support. It doesn't have to be too thick because we have the underground beam there, so and it's filling dirt under, so it's not really supporting heavy load.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking, and you got the rebar in there too. Huh. Should be very sturdy. I know across the street when he concreted his driveway, they went 10 or 12 inches thick and almost a quarter of a mile or thereabouts. It was a very expensive driveway.
Okay. Yeah, concrete is expensive and the labor. So you're not going to put in the concrete? Oh, did the guy come to take the snow plower yet?
W8WKY.
No, I expect him about 1 o'clock or so, or I should say about 3 o'clock. I do have a guy coming at 10 o'clock for an estimate on my drywall. Oh man, I better make sure I can get out of the driveway here.
What is this the time to put your lawnmower to use?
To mow the lawn?
Yeah, drive your lawnmower, just mow the snow like grass.
I don't think it'll work that way.
Well, if you have an opening in front and you drive forward, and the blade will just put it on, just stick out the snow and throw it out somewhere.
Well, I don't think it would work. Well, the tires that I have on there are called turf tires, and they don't get any traction in the snow at all. I do have a pair of chains that you can put on, but they're going with the blade.
Okay. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, you need a bulldozer.
Or a big snowblower like what they use at the airport.
Snow blower they use on airport? Okay.
Yeah, they have a snowblower and big plows. Most of the snow is removed with plows.
Okay. Okay. Oh, did I tell you that I got 3 A's this morning?
Oh, yes, you did. You said they were very small eggs. I think you're going to end up with a lot of eggs.
Yeah, this chicken is so insist, and the rooster is very responsible. That it's come to look around and guard it outside when the hens laying eggs. It's really interesting. And we used to have 4 show up in the afternoon. Today we have only 2 show up, just the last couple.
I wonder if the other ones are on vacation and if they'll come back.
Well, they did show up for a short time. I guess they're hatching. So it only takes maybe 10-20 minutes for them to go out to eat, then go back and sit on their nest for all day.
Yeah, they want to keep those eggs at the correct temperature.
So the white one, the big white is now hatching, and the little black one is also hatching. So I have the blonde one, which is laying 3 eggs, and we maybe need 5 more before it's starting to hatch. At that time, the rooster will be alone.
sounds good. It sounds like you're having fun with your chickens.
Yeah, I never thought it's so interesting. That and I have the space, so I don't really have the smell. So yeah, definitely gonna keep them after I move down there. And they're little and very cute.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think you'll have fun with them.
So how's your squirrels? Do they show up?
Now, when it gets this cold, they pretty well hide in their nests. I saw a few out yesterday, but today, none at all.
Oh. So, from your property, is there any way you can take a picture of the chicken coop next door?
Oh, no, it's on the other side of the trees. We can just barely see it.
Okay. So you won't smell it.
Oh, no, not at all. We haven't smelled chicken at all. They're far enough away.
Okay. So what happened to Kirk? He's been off for a couple of days.
Didn't we talk to him last night? Yeah, he was around last night.
Yeah, and for the past 2 or 3 days, he didn't show up.
Well, the temperature is nice and warm out there. I got a feeling he's been doing things outside. I don't know. Oh, well. Well, I'm not going to talk here too long because I got to see if the driveway is passable. Since I'm having people coming over, if not, I got to find somebody to plow it.
Oh. Okay. Well, just start up your 350s and roll over to it.
Yeah, the last time I did that, the 350 was stuck out there.
Well, you put in chains on the wheel.
Yeah, it's easier just to get somebody to come and plow it.
Okay. Okay, give me a call. Catch you tomorrow. The WBLVQ BB5DJ.
Sounds good. You have a good one. BB5DJ, WB2VQ.
Okay, have fun with the snow.
Yeah, I do not have fun in the snow. Talk to you later.
Okay, later.
W8WKY.